Hi, welcome to Attack with LarryC. I'm your host, Larry Christensen, and today we're going to go back in time to Baden-Baden, 1925, Baden-Baden, Deutschland, Germany, the great game between Richard Reti and Alexander Alekhine, aka Alexander Alekhine. And this is one of the all-time classics. It's just a fantastic game, one that all chess players should be familiar with. And there are a lot of themes in this game, but basically this game is all about drumming up counterplay. One side has a slight disadvantage. His opponent has a strong plan that he must counter, and he must counter it with energy. And in this game, we see that in spades, as Alexander Alekhine whips up a frenzy of complications to head off Reti's positional pressure. So here we go. And the opening here is rather unusual, as we'll soon see. So this is the Alekhine's defense played against Alekhine, reversed by Mr. Reti, leader of the hypermodern movement. Hypermodern chess in those days involved fianchettos, letting the opponent seize the center and then attacking and destroying the center from the flanks. That's the basic idea. And now it's incorporated into modern theory and modern play. But in those days, these ideas were revolutionary. And this line, I don't think that we've seen this line very often in modern play, but who knows, maybe it'll get a second tryout. But here we see Reti, the hypermodernist, inviting Alekhine to overextend himself with e4, and then Reti hopes to destroy that center later. Okay, knight d4, even knight g1 is a plausible move here. And Alekhine plays d5, taking the center. Now he could also play, after here, c5 is a perfectly serviceable move, with the point being knight b3, c4, driving that knight around knight d4, and now black can play knight c6. This is a common idea, the idea being knight takes c6, d takes c6, to facilitate the quick and easy development of black's forces, followed by knight f6 and so forth. But Alekhine plays logically and principally with d5. But now Reti starts hammering away at Alekhine's center with d3, and Alekhine now plays e takes d3, giving up that advanced center pawn. And here c takes d3 would be a perfectly good idea here, but he played queen takes d3, a little sharper. And now knight f6, bishop g2, bishop b4 check. Interesting move. The idea behind bishop b4 check is to provoke c3, and then if bishop c5 castles, knight b3, bishop b6, black has a solid acceptable game. Or if bishop g5, black can play knight bd7, the point there being if bishop takes d5, knight e5 is good for black. So Reti played actually a superior continuation, bishop d2. And now Reti takes aim at the center with c4. He doesn't, very energetic here. Castles would also be reasonable. And now black has a decision to make. If he plays c5, that looks logical here. White can play knight 4 to b3, attacking both d5 and c4, to which black then can respond with knight a6, developing and protecting the c5 pawn. If then c takes d5, black can then play knight b4,